Hey everyone, it's Lovestar. Today I'm going to take you along with me on a tour of a very special forever world. But what makes this world so special? Well, not only has it been around for over 12 years, but it's been documented all this time on the incredible YouTube channel IBXToycat. Toycat and I are going to take you with us on a tour of his world, sharing the inspiration, ideas, and priceless advice that comes along with keeping a forever world going for this long. So let me introduce you to Toycat and let the tour begin. Alright, so we're on your world, your forever world, or as you call it, more like a long-term world, right?
Long-term survival is the term I use, but I like that people have found one. Forever world is great. It describes exactly what I'm thinking when I'm playing the world. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm willing to roll with it.
Yeah, it's the new age term that kids these days use.
We love to reinvent vocabulary, and I'm down with that.
So, where shall we start?
So this is the kind of like the spawn of the world. That big mushroom-shaped building over there is where new players deliberately spawn into the world. I think if you are going to have a world, particularly if it's going to be joinable, you have to have a plan for when people spawn in. And a lot of people will build like a beautiful spawn area. They'll put like food there and everything. Here's what I have.
I was so confused when you described it as a mushroom. I was like, what mushroom? I was like looking around.
Yeah, it's a very abstract mushroom.
Yeah, abstract. Spawn
so basically,
mushroom.
this spawn mushroom is to contain people if they spawn into the world. They are not allowed to leave without my permission, because that way, you know, if I go AFK and someone joins, they can't break anything. It's a good way to keep them contained.
Does that happen often?
No, it used to back in the day. Nowadays, like, you just turn off, you turn on invite only and then don't invite people. But it used to be maybe, like I leave it not on that way. And so I built this area not just to, as an accident thing, but also so that when people came into the world, just someone joining from your Xbox friends list, like not because of the status of the world or anything, but someone would join the world and I would kill them to get their map. Because on Bedrock you spawn the map.
But yeah, I like this.
Anyway, yeah.
So you get like a proper introduction to the world.
Yeah, exactly. So even though my version of it is a little bit inhumane, I think everyone needs to have some place that people who load into their world see some first experience.
Yeah.
And so this is the sign. It says the date that I made the world. I think this is, if I was gonna give a piece of advice or like a thing that every world needs, like put a little established sign down. Because every day you go past it, it gets more impressive.
That's actually a really good point. I wish I'd done that because I don't have the initial date of my world anymore. So it's something that I regret, not writing down somewhere.
I bet you could find it. It'd be hard, but
yeah, the thing is, like, the file is already a copy of a copy of a copy, so like the initial data has been wiped. So
I think one of the big questions people always have about like how do you keep a world going forever is like, because everyone knows the easy part. I think if you want to do it, that's the hardest bit done already. Like if you wanting to do something is a big part of getting a big thing done. But I'd say the actual the bit that is going to actually be a struggle is like, well, when you have that desire to jump into a brand new thing, just load up a new world and never come back to this one. How do you convince yourself to stay committed? And I think that having little mementos, little milestones, and giving yourself freedom to like make a whole new area is probably the most important two things.
Yeah, I would say just like really letting go of any sort of mental rules you used to follow, like, oh, I have to make like the most nice base ever, or I have to live in like the perfect spot and never change that, so just allowing yourself to kind of play freely, right?
Yeah, I was really lucky because I did build the perfect base. This is it.
The brick house.
You can't build a better Minecraft house.
This is the pinnacle of builds.
Yeah, it's a perfect square, so nice round corners. Some builders will tell you not to do this, but it's because they know if they give you the secret of the perfect square that you'll never watch their tutorials again. So
yeah, this is. I mean, you've already mastered building, so you even have like a little bit of depth here with the slabs. It's just wonderful.
Oh yeah. With the pots on them, yeah. It's there's a lot going on. It's all very beautiful. And so yeah, this is the house that I built by my spawn. It was actually kind of after the fact, like so that when you came, like I felt like I made a mistake when I first loaded up the world and I traveled about 500 blocks to the other side of the world, and then I built a base. But when, you know, like, again, like, there are moments where you need to be on the opposite side of the world. So I built this as my second base, but it is definitely my more lovable base. I don't spend as much of my time here, but it's always it feels like home, which is
Yeah.
important.
I think it's a very homey sort of home. Well, obviously it looks like a home, but it also feels like a home inside. It's very, I think it's as you describe some of my builds, like it's very of its time, you know?
I was about to say, this reminds me like, after looking around your world, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, smaller houses are way more functional, and I feel that way about mine. Like, everything I need is on those 2 floors. It just works. It
Yeah,
just
it's
works.
really nice. I like it. It's quite cozy, even if it's like super simple. So, but do you ever use the space now? Like, is it functional in any way?
Yeah, it has it is entirely functional. I use it again like about just under half the time, and then the rest of my time, then the rest of my time is spent on the other side of the world because
Uh,
I have built this again very to match your world, very 2012 coded pathway that leads up
yes. Would
to the
you say that your
spawn.
build style is a little bit similar in mine, where they're kind of like weird and simple?
Yeah, there is something charming. You know, it's like how even though we have computers that you can draw on, it's still fun to like sketch on the back of a napkin,
Oh yeah,
or on a doodle pad. Like, there's something about basic that is just always charming. There's something
that's
about.
true.
I feel like I do have a few builds in this world where I've tried to go grand, but I think they're all my least favorite. Like, if you look up there,
Ooh.
I've got a big castle on that hill.
Ah,
Also,
nice.
do you like my map
Yeah,
wall?
the map is freaking awesome. Look at that world generation. It's like a
Yeah.
big
Oh, actually,
square.
so maybe your viewers don't know this, but so I started this world on the Xbox 360, moved it over to the Xbox One, and then later moved it to Bedrock, and then from Bedrock to PC. So it's been on like 4 different platforms at this point.
That's crazy
Um,
that it
and
survived
so
all of
this
that.
thing, yeah, I'm amazed. Honestly, there are weird errors. We'll probably run into at least one of them. But 99.9% of the world is fully functional. Like, just around here somewhere, there's a hole that goes through bedrock for some
Oh,
reason. If you go to,
I
I
also
tried
have a
to.
couple weird generations in my world from my like updating of it, but honestly, those are like my favorite parts about old worlds is that you can just see
Yeah.
the way it like changes with and the terrain kind of breaks, but it's like interesting.
So if you look at this, you can see the big square. I think it's like, is the square obvious to you?
Yeah, yeah, it's very
That's
obvious.
the
Is that the original world limit from Xbox 360?
Yeah, 832 by 832. So I keep saying, and I realize like I need to like clarify. I say the other side of my world, and I mean from here to here, which is 500 blocks away. So like nowadays you might say like that's like basically the same place, but it was literally the other side of the world for the first 5 years or so I was playing it.
Yeah,
Very, very, very big distance. Anyway,
yeah.
I feel like the limited world is something that really helped me want to keep coming back and playing with it because it felt like, unlike an infinite world where you can just keep going and then new stuff appears that you've never dealt with, if you have a very limited space that you decide this is going to be what I'm changing, kind of like the sign where you see every day your world is getting older, you'll
Yeah.
notice that every day you're changing it slightly more. Even when you go on a mining trip, even when you just plant a new tree or a mushroom or an enchantment table tree. Um, it's a normal tree. You
Yeah,
can find them
that's
in the
quite
end.
normal. I've seen that before, you know. But
Yeah,
I
this
think,
this this is yeah,
ooh, fancy.
the real flags. Yeah,
I love these mushrooms. They're very unique.
yeah. I so this valley was what inspired me when I again finished my long across the world journey. I
Very,
ended up
yeah.
here. Like,
Ah.
again, you're familiar with 1.0 generation. Like, it's very
Yeah, this
often.
biome really looks like those like extreme hills of the time. It actually kind of looks like my base as well with the huge floating islands.
Yeah, honestly, I've never after looking at it, I was like, I feel like these would be perfect for some of those like hanging walkways. Like,
Yeah,
they're just kind of like.
yeah, exactly. Like they're just so fun to build. Also, I actually really like this like mushroom forest you have here. It's quite magical. So I might actually
Yes,
build something like that.
the only reason, or like the reason it started, I guess, is just literally they added the ability to bone meal mushrooms to the game. I think you know, somewhere after 1.0, but it might be exactly 1.0.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's fun. I went and grabbed some mushrooms from a cave. They used to be very rare. Just planted them on the surface, and I was like, oh,
You
this
just kind
makes
of go
for a
crazy with
weird
it.
fight. Yeah. And then with the Never update, I was like, oh, they're technically mushrooms too, so I put them in.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, it's just a tiny little like trying to experiment with something has led to what is now like quite a bizarre, but still to me iconic feature
I love it.
of the
Yeah.
world.
This is quite inspiring to me because I really like magical looking stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah, I like that term actually. I couldn't put a finger on it, but magical is. I love that kind of. Being able to pull that off in regular Minecraft is always very nice.
Yeah.
So,
Wait.
this
I'm
is
trying
my
to read
cave.
the lore here. I built my first house in my world here because a ravine and cave.
I ran out of space on this sign.
I figured. Well, you get the idea. You
Um,
built it because there was a cave and a ravine here.
Yeah, you actually nowadays like it's not like I kind of dug it square to make it more like a house, but I have lived in this cave
Ooh.
house
Oh, wait. Yeah, this.
just
I remember
years.
seeing this in your videos and it looked very different.
Yeah, I have I've renovated it slightly.
So it's
I
less
think again,
cagey now?
yeah, I think that there's a lesson in that is that I built it. I was like, oh yeah, this is the modern way. Is that bottom room down here? Even though it's a very modern, or maybe it's not modern because it's square, but I was like, I think it's way more fun when you work with what you've got. Like rather than decimating your cave to make a big square box, instead work with the shape of the cave.
That's exactly
what
how I like to build. I like to build into the terrain and not change it too much.
Yeah, because if you're changing it too much, you might as well be on a super flat world, you know?
Yeah.
Like take advantage of the uniqueness of your build.
Yeah,
We should
like
get some.
use your world's terrain to inspire you, right?
Do you like this window, by the way?
I really do actually. This is quite unique. If you put some
It
clothes
isn't
on, it'll
like-
actually look like it's light outside.
Yeah, it's a nice, you know, when it's raining, it's nice to be able to look and see the world is sunny.
It's quite dystopian actually. The fake view.
Still Truman Show in here, yeah.
Yeah, but I actually
So-
really like that.
And then we've got a lovely piece of map art.
Oh, is that Africa? What countries?
Yeah, it's Africa. Yeah, I think that's what. Pretty sure.
I'm totally kidding. Oh no! Okay, there we go.
If you put it upside down, it looks like the Game of Thrones world.
Oh, I've never seen
Or maybe
that.
sideways. Okay, in which case it still looks like a fantasy land. I think we can
It
it isn't
does.
recognizable.
Wait,
I guess is my
it kind
point.
of looks like a dinosaur.
Okay, let me see the dinosaur mode. Like this. Oh, I see. Like with a little.
The little mouth.
Yeah, actually. Yeah,
It's a stretch. And look, it has like little wings and a tail.
Oh wow, yeah, it is a dinosaur.
Or a
I never
dragon.
realized. Yeah, dragons are the better dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're just like upgraded dinosaurs. But actually, yeah, I really like this house. It's quite nice.
Thank you. It's got again like kind of ignoring all the rules of what you should do with a cave. It's just all the rooms come off in random directions.
Oh man, this is so cool. I like am already lost, which I like. I like when builds are so like complex that you kind of just like get lost in them until you learn the like map of it. But this is really really interesting.
Thank you. I like to believe so.
It's just so,
I
like-
enjoy. Yeah, you go.
It's just
tell me
it
about
feels so random. Like the random. I don't even know what this is. Comparator, repeater.
Yeah, that I think I've genuinely forgotten there's something on the other side of that, and I
And like
don't know.
the random resin on the wall and like the poor dog in the corner and then the Glover like a stack of anvils, random bell. It's just this is so I just love it.
You know, okay, the stack of anvils really smart because every time an anvil breaks, it just like becomes dust.
Oh no
So rather than
that
having to
yeah
build a new anvil each time,
that clicked with
it's
me
cheap.
like this is great, but it still just is a weird looking.
yeah, I feel it.
But I like this sort of
100% agree.
build because it just makes me question like what went through your head when you were placing all these random things, like the choices you made, not in a bad way, like in an interesting artistic sort of way.
I'll be honest, every now and then, like this scaffolding, I don't know why it's there. I just assume there has to be a good reason. It's been so many years at this point that there has to be a reason I haven't gotten rid of it. And it doesn't not work there. You know, it's nice to be able to. But
It's
yeah, what is the scaffolding doing there?
totally useless, but Why not? Why not? I like that, you know? Just really letting go of all sort of expectations for what a house should look like and just doing your own thing.
Yep. Like look at this block over here in the corner.
Oh
A
yeah.
beautiful
That's
addition.
wonderful. I'm sure no
So-
one will be bothered by that. They're asking me like, change it, please, get rid of it.
I mean, maybe they'll like these stairs then. You know, look at
Oh,
that.
is this
Everyone's
the
always saying
roof?
this is actually- Yeah, this is my. I think there's not actually anything under there though, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that's the actual. It is a real roof. Never mind.
Did you ever finish this? The sugarcane tower?
Yeah. So, this if I could give any advice to anyone out there about like, okay, so with big builds, you always got to start with some silly vision, right? And the idea here is sugarcane farm all the way to world height. The moment anyone sees a sugarcane farm and realizes, oh, you can stack them on top of each other, I feel like it has to be an instinct to wonder, but how high could you go? And so yeah, this went all the way from ground to 256, and then I went down to 0, and then the world height has increased.
Yeah,
so now
like
it
down.
goes all the way up to 320.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm working. It's not quite done. I've got the space dug out now, but it goes down to. It's not down to -64, but there's space down there. So it's if you go down, you can see it all.
Can we go
up,
down
you
there?
can see it all. Let's go.
I'm gonna probably drown.
The sugarcane
Ooh.
is safe from. So if you need an air brake, just stand in the sugarcane.
Oh my god, this is so cool. This
there
is
is
the
a lot of them.
weirdest little thing I've ever seen. Well, it's not little, but it's just so bizarre.
I think this might be my most iconic build. Like if I post this anywhere, someone's like, "Yep, that's
That's a Toycat build. Certified Toycat build. No, seriously, I mean, it's really cool. It also has like a really bizarre, like industrial, like creepy vibe to it, especially when you're down here where you can't see the sky anymore and all you see is just endless rows of sugarcane. It's really surreal.
I think what's extra interesting about this is something about the fact that it's not practical makes it better. Like if it was actually being pistoned and
Yeah.
minecarts running around, I think it would have removed some of the charm versus no. Some days I used to just come here and I would just harvest sugarcane for an hour. Put it
but
inside.
that sounds so fun.
Yeah, like just being it actually feeling like you're making a little difference in that. I know, like it's very. Used to be leaderboards that would track. I think Java has an equivalent of this, but like not multiplayer. That you used to be able to track how much sugarcane you'd broken.
Oh yeah, like
So
in
I'd be
the
like,
statistics.
Yeah. But there's on the 360, it used to compare against not just your friends, but everyone in the world.
Oh.
And I was like, I'll break the most sugarcane
Did you
in the world.
did you hold the world record for sugarcane broken? Probably for sugarcane
So what
planted.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for
Oh,
sugar.
shit.
I mean, if it was unique sugarcane planted, I feel like I should definitely have that record. What actually ended up happening, very sad, is that the leaderboards got reset a few times. So
Aw.
at some point, I'm pretty sure I was somewhere up there, but they have long since been lost. And so, am I anymore? No, I'm only the spiritual.
Yeah,
sugarcane king now.
you're still the spiritual world record holder, I'm sure. But yeah, I
So, yeah,
actually
you-
I really like the idea of just, you know, having some farms for manual gathering, you know, like you don't have to automate everything if you enjoy just, you know, coming into the sugarcane farm and gathering the sugarcane, which honestly I find very satisfying because of the way it like breaks.
Yeah, it's like how in the real world, some people, like, if you want to get a tomato or a lettuce, you can just go to the store. That is by far the most efficient, cheapest way. Or you can spend 3 months, like, you know, putting it in the garden, then watering it, making sure it's not being attacked by any predators. Then harvesting it will take longer than just going to the store. But some people still choose to garden because it's a more satisfying process.
Yeah, it's much more rewarding to do things manually sometimes, and I feel like sometimes that even adds a bit of purpose to the world. Like, oh, I gotta go harvest my sugarcane or work on my garden or, you know, finish my giant wheat farm or something, and not have automation always do everything for you, because sometimes that can just take away from the experience, you know?
Yeah, I also feel like if I could, if we slide over to what I was kind of making as my like follow-up equivalent, because when Bamboo came out, I thought to myself, this is basically just sugarcane V2.
Oh,
It grows a bit taller, but it's
I
very
know
much
where
the
this is
same.
going. Oh my gosh, wow.
So
You're
it doesn't
living
go
in
to
between two giant skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is true.
Whoa.
That is that is factual. But what I would say is this one is automatic. At least the first three your four layers are. But even though it's automatic and so is meant to be less painless, it causes me far more like headaches because like I bet if we look right now, the minecarts aren't running. Like for some reason they'll
Oh.
have just stopped, or like a cat will get on the tracks, or
Oh
like
my
there's
gosh.
always something to fix.
Oh, that sounds like
It
a
costs
nightmare. So
a
you
ton.
have to do maintenance on your own redstone contraptions? That sounds
Yeah,
so.
exactly. It's not a fun time. It's kind of fun to learn and it's a fun idea, but there's always something that goes wrong when you try to automate things. And if you enjoy fixing automation, if that's your version of gardening, then you should. But I
Yeah.
think more people need to realize that it's not like what you enjoy in Minecraft is statistically not the same as, like everyone else. So you got to find what that magical gameplay loop is for yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Um,
I mean, of course, like there's so many ways to do one thing in Minecraft, so I think people can experiment until they find what feels the most enjoyable for them.
do you want to see my cobblestone generator?
Yes. Is this
It's
it?
very
Whoa.
efficient.
How does
It's
this
the most
work?
efficient.
What is
So you just
this?
break the cobblestone.
The nether
Just break the
portal.
cobblestone. Oh, you like I wasn't sure on the dimensions of the Nether portal. Like I read online somewhere it was 50 by 40.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Um,
it looks pretty
Actually
accurate.
5. Yeah, it looked. Somewhere in there I should have worked out that it wasn't right, but
Oh my
we all
gosh.
make mistakes.
That's so
It's
freaking
actually really
good.
fun. If you have an elytra, try and land in the middle.
Ooh, okay, wait.
I feel like I've got like a 50-50 success rate on it. Um,
Ooh.
oh,
Oh,
you doing it? Did
did
you
I
do
do
it?
it? I think I went through, yeah. I like
Oh,
hit my
okay.
head, but I still went through. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is a very
Wow.
fun little mini game that I'm probably gonna get myself killed doing. Oh my god, it's
So
actually quite
another,
hard.
I think like trying to like specifically stand on it, like let go of, because you can So here's a fun bedrock feature. Oh, you. That's also a fun bedrock feature. Whoopsie.
Oh no. Hold on, let me see if I
Yeah.
can find my way back to where we were. Oh
Technical
wait,
difficulties.
here's the bamboo farm. You have a balcony to the bamboo
Yeah.
farm.
Oh, you're really close. No doubt. Okay, so yeah, this is when I this is like one of those crazy terraforming things. I didn't even realize till just this moment here, but so this area used to be swampy water, very like it used to be a swamp biome and a bit of water and some mountains, and so I just flattened the entire thing.
I was gonna ask
Just
about that.
my my favorite go-to like just the project that I can just sit and enjoy and do forever is just extending a flatland. I don't know why that is true, but again, it's one of those like every time I destroyed an extra sliver of mountain, or every time I extended this a little bit further out, I just enjoyed the progress.
I kind of get that. I've never like flattened a land like this, but I used to dig out chunks all the way to bedrock for like no reason, and I'm doing one in my world currently for like the third time.
It is fun. It is again the I feel like there are so many simple things that just click, that just feel good when you do them.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
it's
is an
like a
example.
repetitive task that feels very satisfying to do, even if it's not like completely, you know, useful.
Yeah, kind of like there are tasks where it's really good to feel like you're involving your whole brain. There are tasks where it feels really good to involve basically none of your brain.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Just like let it shut off and just do a repetitive task. It's quite enjoyable,
yeah,
honestly, because you don't have to think too much.
exactly. You just get to but even when you're not when you're turning off your brain effectively, but stuff is still getting done. And if you kind of give yourself those instructions effectively, we should go to sleep by the way. It
Yeah.
is.
Also, for some reason, my elytra turned into your cape because you have this new one equipped, right? Like the
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I said I would show you. I've got a cape that Java players think is fun.
Ooh.
So
Okay,
it
wait.
is again, if that for some number of people, I know this would be the swaying factor in whether you want to play Bedrock or not. So I'm just gonna
Oh.
flip it over.
Oh my God. What
I
is
like to
going
call
on?
it the YouTube engagement cape.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah, wait,
God.
Mike. There we go. Oh, you've got it too. That's so strange.
So am I
Based
just
on my
copy? Oh, what? That's so weird. Whoa! Oh, it's only with the elytra. It must be a visual bug
Oh,
then.
yeah, that is a very interesting
Wait,
visual bug.
so Java players don't have that? Oh my.
As
Oh.
best I know.
Oh. Oh no, I'm having a seizure. What is going on?
Oh, wait, yeah, sleeping is currently a buggy. So I can espouse all the benefits of Bedrock all day, every day, like better render distance, like fun features like canceling elytras, but there are lots of bugs, and
Oh
it's known
yeah.
as bug drop for a reason.
Punk rock is so true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
It's such a learning
very
curve.
great.
But yeah, I like the cape.
I know. I think it's very fun.
It's a very beautiful cape, honestly. Like just in terms of aesthetics itself.
Yeah, just like I mean, it matches your world, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh.
It
It
fits every single
does.
build you have.
Well, to be fair, I think
So
your world is also pretty colorful.
yeah, I think I mean, do you think so?
Cooking. I mean, of
Looking at
course, maybe
myself,
not
I'm not sure I
compared to
agree.
mine, but like, you still have a lot of interesting block choices here, and I mean, it adds some color. Like those fake cherry trees.
Oh no, they're real. They're real.
Oh, are they? My
That's
bad.
very. Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
guess
don't know
it's
why
just
you
too
would
far
assume
away.
that.
I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's just what they look like on Bedrock.
Oh yeah, that's true. The really bad
Yeah,
graphics on Bedrock.
So yeah, this is the main like 360 quadrant of the world. There's a big rail
Ooh.
going between the two paths.
Oh, that's
Again,
so cool.
unfathomable distance used to be. Oh, do you want to take a little train ride?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
looped the whole Xbox 360 world.
That
so
sounds
let's
like a
go
really
over
fun
there.
way to tour a world.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's gives you a nice kind of like overview. It's
Do
a
you
shame
think-
about these like yeah, you have to like go into third person if you want to get a good view.
Yeah,
That's
but
my
I mean,
pro
that's I
tip.
think most people kind of go into third person when they're like in boats or minecarts, just to get a better
Horses
view.
too.
Horses, yeah, like any sort of
In-
transportation mode, because it's less disorienting, I think.
So here is a minecart, and here is another minecart. I'll let
So-
you take the lead.
Thank you. Wait, do I have to push
It's
myself?
been a while since I've actually ridden
Okay.
this because of how much more efficiently Elytra and the Never
I
are.
was gonna mention, like, do you think that making railroads nowadays, when we have elytras, does it even make sense to do them?
Yeah, you can tell it's a passion project when someone makes a minecart ride now.
Yeah.
So there's something nice about that, I guess. Yeah, I would say literally not even just like so Elytras and the Never or Elytras and the Never are the best way to travel. But like if you I think even better than the minecarts are like a horse track. So like I would say if you want to make your world unique, there are like 5 different fast ways to travel that aren't the Elytra or the Never. Like build a soul sand pathway. You build something interesting for a super fast horse. Minecarts are fun, but look how slow I'm. Like I feel like we could be walking.
Really?
I think running is like 5.6 meters a second, and we're currently going 8. So it's not actually, but it's it's close.
I mean,
We're fast walking.
yeah, once you get used to the elytra speed, I don't think railways can compare. Whoa.
I'll fix this. We gotta press that button, I think. Okay, wait. No, I'll just.
Ah.
There we go. I'll just. There you
No,
go.
wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then we can. So this is the extension to the sky rail. When I built this one, I realized, okay, it's all about the views. So I made sure they were better accessible. As you can see, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Little points for the world.
I like this a lot. I think this is a really cool idea for a forever world. It's like once you kind of built a lot of things and it looks really good from afar because like you barely get to see your world from a aerial perspective, right? But honestly, like it's really, really fun to look at things from a new perspective. So I feel like this sort of like touring sky rail is a really cool idea.
Yeah. I
Oh my god.
think it's.
What is
Let's hope that this works well. I don't know what's gonna happen.
What happened to
Oh, it
your
works
desert?
great, yeah. Oh, I'm glad we came over here, even if by accident. Yeah, this is my. So you would know this if you have started your world in 1.0 and moved it forwards, but I think before 1.2, the biomes used to move every update. This was a desert when it generated, but then the next update came out, and if I had generated that world in that update, it would have been a swamp, let's say. And so the game thinks this is a swamp biome,
Oh.
even though looks like this. And so I was like, okay, well, if it's not going to be a desert in the code, it's not going to be a desert in reality either. And so I destroyed all the blocks of sand by using the torch method. So I replaced every stack of dirt, or a stack of sand with a torch. And now it is a very lit desert.
That is so freaking weird. And then it's right next to your Hell on Earth.
Yeah. Another example, actually, of a project that's fun because it's just replace every. It was a mountain, like Extreme Hills old style. I just replace every single visible block with Netherrack.
That is so interesting.
And it immediately looks like something, like horrific. Like that is vanilla terrain generation, but you put it with Netherrack and it looks like you've done something strange.
Yeah,
which I like.
Is so weird. No, I like it. It's really cool, especially right next to your. This kind of reminds me of Las Vegas.
Yeah, yes. just as good for the environment as Las Vegas is.
A bunch of light pollution, pyramids, corrupted desert, and then hell, literally right next to it.
Yeah, it's a shame we're not here at night. Because this place is very lit at night.
Yeah, I bet.
Also, one of my favorite spots is just over there. I don't know if you can see it with your render distance, just beyond the desert.
I just see water because it fades out. My game is still lagging a little bit, but we're managing.
Well, it's a shame. Yeah, it's worth it. You know, viewers. Trust me when I say this is worth your slightly lower frame rate.
Yes. Well, this is mostly just a yap session. So.
Yeah, you aren't even watching.
Let's be real here. This is probably on your second monitor while you're doing your chores or something.
Or in the background of YouTube Premium.
Yes. I see something that kind of reminds me of the tutorial world.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's I rebuilt the TU1 tutorial world, like painstakingly created every block. I used to feel like real shame about like building one of my favorite iconic things like identically. I was like, no, you're definitely meant to like change it up in some ways. But I felt more I enjoyed so much that it is perfect. Like if I'd have messed it up and moved some blocks deliberately, it would have felt different than if I had done it the way that I did. And
why would you feel...
I think it's something worth trying for anyone. Like, if you like one of Lovestar's builds, build it one for one.
Oh my god, I think some people have actually done that because they really liked a house I built on my vanilla Let's Play, which was like a Neapolitan house.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But it's a fun challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so different the way you have to approach recreating something.
Yeah, it's like following a tutorial, like a build tutorial, but like way more intensely.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a fun way to put it, actually.
Does this say Minecraft?
On this side of the sign, it says Mince Rat, yeah.
Oh, Mince Rat, I see. Okay, I didn't even see the mince part. Do you want to show that part? Because I would be really curious to see it.
Yeah. This is Mince Rat.
Mince Rat, yeah! Wait, so there were different tutorial worlds, right? Because I used to play on a tutorial world, but it was for the Xbox 360, so is it different?
Yeah, so this is just the very first one. It's called TU1. But if you got it on day one, like June of 2012, anywhere in that period, it would have looked something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that wooden house they told you to finish. There's a furnace and something to teach you about fishing. I don't know if this is recognizable to you or not.
I played on the one that had like a castle.
Oh, so you probably got it on a disc, I'm guessing.
Yes, a disc.
It's cool that you're one of the people who got it on the... Like, if it hadn't come out on disc, it sounds like you might not have gotten it, so...
Yeah, no, I wish I still had that disc, man. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, they're worth quite a bit. Or they're worth, like, double what they were, like, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
They're not worth, like, millions or anything.
I would love to, you know, in the future, like, buy an Xbox 360 and just re-have the experience, you know?
Oh yeah, it's the nostalgia is always there.
Yeah.
So just to quickly explain what we're looking at as we go for it. This is the TU1 world with the village that was like before villages ever came out. But I figured I always like this idea of when you revisit like an earlier level in a video game later and it's like destroyed or something, so it's flooded. I deliberately built it below the sea level so that the salmon fish floating around here and stuff like.
The salmon are the villagers.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you have to trade, Mr. Salmon? This is awesome.
You give him a lack of life, and in exchange, he'll give you food.
Okay, wait, no, actually, I love this idea though because the sea creatures are literally the villagers, and that sounds like something I would build. That is so fun. I love this.
Then we've got a minecart track that goes through it here.
Does this work? Can you actually do a minecart underwater?
You can. I think minecarts underwater might be a bedrock thing. They might have added it to Java since, but it does fully work.
That's so interesting.
It's a shame we didn't bring our minecarts with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, this goes into the main system of my world. Eventually, if we follow it.
That's cool. Oh, the little baby salmon. They're so cute. Oh, I still don't have them in my world, which is so sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I'm in 1.21. 0.1.
Right.
I will update soon. Actually, when the new update releases with the new animals and stuff, I would like to play with that, so.
So, to show you something fun that you still can't, this is my bedrock, my bedrock superiority complex having to come through, but if I kill salmon here, unlike on Java where you still get tiny salmon like this, but when you kill them on bedrock, instead of dropping bone meal, they'll drop bones.
Ooh.
And so on Java, the salmon are, there we go, bones from the cod. On Java, your fish are,
5? 5 freaking bones?
Chubby, whereas they're just big boned.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's like a new way to farm bones, huh? What is this?
I think there's a secret entrance to somewhere. It looks like it is one, yeah. I need to do something with this.
Spooky. Oh my god, there's drowns. Fish, run! I mean, swim!
I need to get to sleep again.
Uh-oh.
You know, you can see that it's a facade now.
Ah, it's all fake. Truman Show. Oh god.
Yeah, that's the thing about building it block for block is I have no idea what is under there because I am looking at I'm using the world from a few screenshots of it. So I built it one block deep. I could build the layers behind it, but yeah, let's fly over to this area.
Well, now we can see your torch desert in nighttime, and it looks really cool.
Oh yeah. Again, very Las Vegas, right?
Very, yeah. It literally reminds you of like looking at the strip from far away.
It's incredible the way that looks. Like we were talking about it just before recording, and like I love Las Vegas because it is an affront to humanity. It's against what we do everywhere else, and that's what makes it beautiful that it exists in this one little place. It's
really, really interesting. It's just such a it's a whole other world pretty much when you're there, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I may have lost you. I don't know where you went.
Yeah, I lost you. I went like so I'll find you.
I'm still at the tutorial.
Oh, okay. So fly towards the.
Oh no! I'm stuck on a block. Okay, hold on. I'm being attacked by a trident zombie.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm being a bad host right now.
All right, where are we going?
Yeah. So a part of me wants to sleep underwater. Actually, I didn't realize. These houses are properly undrained. That's fun. We could sleep in here if we had beds.
I have bed.
But let's go to. Oh, you have a bed? Okay, you sleep in here. I'll sleep outside.
Okay.
There's a creeper near my bed, so I'll just be a second. It used to be such a console thing of struggling to like get everyone in a world to sleep at the same time.
Why?
So it's so nice. There'd always be someone who's like, but I'm going mining.
Oh.
Like, no.
I'm so glad they added that game rule where you can change the sleep percentage. That is like, oh my god, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
Basically, like back then when you played multiplayer, you would basically like accept the fact that beds would not be used for sleeping through the night.
Yeah, and nowadays that would mean you just have to accept phantoms. That would just be the.
Oh my god, yeah, that's horrible. Oh my god, I hate phantoms.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Okay. Whee!
For this place's existence is it was called TU31. I think it's the equivalent of 1.7 on Java. The update that changed the world. So they added savanna biomes, dark oak, a few other ones too.
What is this? You have like a little town here.
Yeah, I tried my hand at building a city, so I've lost you again. Describe?
I'm here. I'm here. Hi.
So how's it going?
Ooh.
This is my attempt at building a city. I did the. Yeah.
It's a very interesting looking city.
Thank you. Beautiful is also acceptable, but
yeah,
I'll take
beautiful, wonderful, amazing, perfect. So
Um,
what was the theme
so
for this?
um, basically it was every plot. So I did the very American thing and I made grids, and
Ah,
every grid square I decided to just build something in. Like for this one I made a fountain. It was kind of fun to play with. On this one I built a bank. I didn't really like know. It's not a bank, but it has a dollar sign on top. I don't know what this building is. It has nothing on the
it's a
inside.
dollar. It's a dollar building.
It's the dollar building.
Yeah, you just go there to dollar. So.
Yeah. And so yeah, everything is a bit experimental. This waterway was like planned as like the future of transport. The
Is this
idea was
the future of highways?
yeah, right. So you can walk under it, or you can jump to get in it, or you can use a boat on it. Or I was going to build minecart tracks on the side. There's going to be all the transport methods all at once.
That is
Um,
so innovative. I actually like that.
it's the redstone blocks were just too costly in the end, so I just stopped. Obviously redstone isn't that hard to find, but I was like, it was the limiting factor, so I never finished making the transport of the future because you just didn't really need it.
Yeah, I guess not, especially when there's only one resident.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the sad truth is you don't need highways when you live alone.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's sad.
so yeah.
But yes, it's
Can you tell me?
interesting. It's like it's an American style city, which is yeah, this is
Yeah.
basically what every American city looks like. We always have like the brewing stand buildings and the diorite acacia door apartment blocks. And the dollar building, of course, where you go to dollar.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
this reminds me, you know, of America.
I'm glad you feel like
Right at
this is
home.
Yeah. So this house here, can you tell me what you think is notable about the outside design? Like, ignore what's on the inside.
It looks like
What is
a
this
villager
building?
house.
But
It's
what?
it's very big.
Yeah, I think it's 1.5 times scale.
Oh,
So again,
that's
the
cool.
American build grid.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's true.
like
It's
Americans
literally an
love when I'm
American
building stuff.
suburban house.
Yeah, you need all sorts of extra spaces, needless rooms. Um, yeah, this
Very
is I just put
awkward
my mending villages up here.
decorations. This is wonderful.
This guy's my favorite
They're
decoration. Actually,
slaving
it's not
away
mending.
working at home, trying to make ends meet.
So I mean, yes, wow, that's very deep, very true.
Yeah, this is like an American what's it called? Like you're trying to tell a
Satire.
message.
Yeah, that's what it is now.
It's
That's for
very
sure.
deep. Yeah, I can see the artistic vision here. Cat
So
quarters. Ah yes, the giant
yeah,
cat tree.
I don't know if this is normal, but I built this build and I was invited to a world on a friend's, and I built it and I was like, that's cool. I want it in my world now, and so I just decided to like build the build I was happy with from that.
I've
Like I
done that
knew like
before.
on that server, lost and yeah, right. That's the reason this exists. A little out of place.
To be fair, like
I mean, actually, not in America. You guys love cats, so therefore
oh, are you
you have.
implying that in England you don't love cats?
No, you okay? You got me there. We love cats. I
Toycat
love cats so
cancelled.
much. I named myself after one.
Yeah. I always was
Cats.
curious though, what is the meaning behind your name, IBXToycat?
Yeah, I'll give you the answer.
Is it like a secret?
No, it's one of those. I feel like I probably would be better if I kept it a secret because everyone would have a much cooler theory than the actual
Oh
reality.
yeah, and you can farm
Which
engagement,
is
have people ask it repeatedly. Toycat, please tell us the name, the name meaning.
well, inadvertently, I sort of like I think I've made 2 videos of like at least a video on it, but it's one of those like not everyone knows that they should expect to search for it. So the story exclusive for you and your viewers
Yay!
is you know I started on the internet and everyone had such dumb names like Aaron17692X4 or you know like it's always some stupid like hard to spell hard to
Yeah.
type. So people could add me easier. I wanted something short and simple, 2 3-letter words, Toycat. It was great. I could tell my friends to add me on MSN easily. Like I'm Toycat. I'm not adding, you know, Sarah1245X.
Oh my god,
No. You are
underscore.
adding it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
underscores, the X's on both sides.
Yeah, the
It
X's,
was
oh my
always.
gosh.
It'd be a weird number of X's. They changed the capitalization midway through.
Oh my
It's
god,
like
yeah, and
no,
the leet
Toycat.
speak.
Oh, lead speak, yeah. It should have been like toy cat or something like that to really
Yes,
fit in
that's
with the.
perfect.
So Toycat has always been the internet nickname. Not through any particular love of cats. I do love cats separately. But then Toycat was taken on YouTube, and so I was part of a very short-lived RuneScape clan. And so I was like, fine,
Oh,
IBX
of
Toycat.
course, it's a clan. I was so curious about the IBX.
And to go even a step further, it stood for Imperial Battalion 10.
Wow, that is cool. What? That
Yeah,
sounds so
yeah.
awesome. I learned recently, I don't know if you know LD Shadow Lady.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I watched one of her really old videos and I saw that her LD was also like, I think a part of a Call of Duty clan or like some sort of naming system from back then. So it just reminded me of that. Like, that was so common back then to like have a clan like part of your name or something like that. So it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
there used to be like clan tags. Like there was a real big push for it at a certain point, and just
Yeah.
everyone had a clan. Everyone was a part of a clan.
Yeah, that's
Um,
interesting. Wow, it's very of its time then.
yeah, that's an. I guess I am also an artifact in this off its time world.
Yes, the world and you are an artifact.
Yeah, I mean,
That just sounds like I'm calling you old, which I'm not.
I was gonna say like, okay, I through my midlife life crisis even harder at some point.
No!
So let's go through this very reasonable Nether portal.
Okay, I have a question though. Is there any Among Uses in your world?
No, I have a strict no Among Us policy.
Oh god. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go.
So is your game lagging a bit right now?
No, I was scared that I was gonna fall into lava like instinctively.
Isn't it weird that we went through a Nether portal and we ended up in the overworld?
Wait a minute. Yeah, what's up with that? That's why my brain was like, wait, I need a shift so I don't fall into. Oh my god, it's all an illusion! Dude, that totally took me for a freaking. What? Oh my god, that is mind boggling. The overworld nether. This is the inverse of your hell on earth.
Yeah, funnily enough, it is. It's a lot harder to build too, because finding the space, making sure mobs don't spawn.
You mean building the overworld in the nether is harder?
Yeah, I think weirdly, it's way more rewarding too.
I actually really love this. I might do this because I plan to build a nether base very soon, and I have no ideas for it. So I might just build the overworld in the nether to make myself feel more comforted.
Isn't it like I'm actually I don't know how there's no ghast spawning in here, like none do seemingly. But yeah, it doesn't even just feel like the overworld. It feels like again that kind of old school Minecraft overworld. Like
Oh yeah.
the light trees. It's not a forest. It's just a bit of tree
And
plains
the
biome.
lack of like grass, because back then like the grass blocks they hardly had any like grass on it. You know what I mean? Nowadays like the plains are just covered in grass, which honestly kind of makes me very irrationally angry for some reason.
Yeah,
So
I don't want to be a boomer, but I agree. Like, why?
Right?
Why is it covered in grass?
It's so like it just looks weird to me. It's like too much, and oh my god, I'm the biggest hater of tall grass. Every time I see tall grass, I must destroy it.
You know,
So-
I'll very valid. Very
Yeah, this
correct
is actually a really great idea for a nether base that's like very unique as well. So I'm gonna take notes on this, but you should definitely put some flowers in here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, some flowers might really help. This area here could be like an extreme hills, and I could like build it out a little bit differently
The
too.
tiniest extreme hills.
Yeah. I mean, the whole place is limited by the ceiling a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is the one downside. But yeah, I could make a little mini extreme hills, like put some sunflowers on there maybe.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like it.
add a little bit more greenery because you built that giant daisy field outside, so.
Yeah.
And that looks
yeah, that's
really
a good. Point. I've already got that. Maybe I should add that into the like, close that too, so it's like another room in this place. But yeah, I think maybe see that's cool. The fact that you right now have just encouraged me to do something, I now really that is why I think you should definitely share your creations, like document them. You know, like post it on, share it with a friend if they're interested in Minecraft every now and then. Don't bug them about it, but like invite them to see your world or something. I think it's so cool to have the moment where, you know, like you feel like it all makes sense.
Yes,
So
I
if the lore
100% agree. I feel like sharing your builds and looking online, like, you know, engaging yourself with the community is such a great way to get inspiration, you know? Even just like, you know, going on Reddit or like a forum or something and just seeing what other people are doing or just sharing your own creations and having other people like give you feedback or just like, you know, ask for suggestions and stuff. But I think like when you're engaging with other players, it really is super inspirational.
Yeah, it's there's always those moments where you're like, oh yeah, that. You know, I don't know what to do, but immediately after seeing this, I know what I want to do.
Exactly, yeah. Like I already have so many little ideas in my head after seeing your world that I kind of want to, you know, build in my world. So it's like the perfect, you know, thing to do. Is just look around and see what else is out there and write those ideas down for yourself.
Yeah, just marvel at them, like you know, it's fun. So so a similar vein here is this is my frozen Nether.
That's really interesting.
I'm impressed that you're allowed to make this, honestly. Oh wait, let's I don't
I'm
know
impressed that you're allowed to place these blocks. I feel like they should just disintegrate like water. Which is so like
right, like it doesn't
how does
make
water
much sense.
disintegrate but this Oh my god, that gas scared me.
Yeah, it's impressive.
gosh.
It's weird that it does work because I always look at it and I'm like, ah, it's a ghost. Like,
Oh my god, no, but this is like an apocalyptic nether. Like an ice age.
yeah, it's strange that icy is apocalyptic, but I agree, it is very like. Again, I want to be clear that the way I built this isn't like I came up with some grand, like, but literally I just cover the blocks in the Nether with something else. So it's like easy low brain activity. I can, you know, chat about what does it mean to be alive or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
or,
like
I can
perfect
listen
live
to a podcast.
streaming background gameplay, right? Because you
Yeah.
don't have to like think too much.
Yeah. Which works in both ways. Like you can watch live stream, but also you can now. It means that you can, you know, you can watch a YouTube video. You can listen to this YouTube video while covering part of your world in a block, and then when you're done, you might make something amazing.
Yeah, no, I really like this also kind of, you know, has like a story to tell in a way, like the way you can interpret it. I really like the gas because it looks like some like really strange, bizarre like weather happened here somehow that just like froze everything immediately and the gas was just flying innocently and then boom, it just freezes. And now it's just stuck in place forever.
You've created lore, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
I'm creating lore
love
for your
it.
world. This is my headcanon.
And I can never tell you your lore is incorrect. There's it can never be proven, and so it is now the lore.
Yes.
So the inside of this is just it's a Nether fortress, but instead of fences, it's ice. Instead of Nether bricks,
Ooh.
it's ice.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
It's an ice
go through.
fortress.
Yeah, it's again, I think it's that same idea of like there's so much beauty in Minecraft already, that you can kind of just use that beauty as your blueprint and then just, you know, mess up some details and see how that treats you.
Yeah.
These are my ice islands.
Ooh, that's so cool. I have never built any floating islands before.
Oh, you don't want to.
They sound like a
Maybe,
pain.
yeah, it was there are I can you have to be unlike a lot of things where I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. If you're watching this, totally do it. This is one of those like, even if you really think you want to do it, just, you know, just be sure. Just be sure. So here is a boat.
I just stole your wither skulls.
Oh no.
I put them back. I put them back.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, I'm the tour guy now.
Yeah, go take us into the water.
Can it take us up? Oh.
I think so. It's been a while since I've done it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's well, not the boat, but definitely us.
Okay. I was thinking like, wait, the boat can go up?
I feel
Oh
like
my
at one
gosh.
point the boat could.
I love bubble elevators so much.
I know, yeah, there's so much joy to it. And also, that one gives you the conduit power, so it like kind of lights things up. Very nice. So these are the items, but don't. Guess you'll be coming back up the bubble
Parkour
elevator.
master right here. Oh my god.
I'll build a temporary bridge for you.
Thank you. One block parkour is so hard.
You say that, but it genuinely is, like, when you're at the edge of parkour, it's like too easy parkour is way harder for me than hard.
Oh my god, no, that's actually true. Like, because you can run across it, I know, and then you wouldn't fall, but it's very disorienting.
So if you look up here, you can see, yeah, the problem, ones are like kind of nice as an idea. When you look at them from afar, you have this like, oh, it's cool.
How did you?
But they were a lot of work. Yep.
How did? Oh, I see. I see.
Oh, I see what you see now.
I was like, how did you get up there?
I built you a little staircase over here, if you're curious.
Oh, thank you. I missed it.
It's all good. We all miss things all the time.
Oh my god,
yeah,
I'm so blind when I'm recording, though. It's not even funny.
My theory about that is when you're talking, you must be using some of your brain that would otherwise be looking, because it is definitely like recording brain, right? Like
yeah,
you can see more when you're not.
Yeah, it's so true, because people will like point out to me like, oh, you missed this thing, and I'm like, how did I not see that when I look back? So yeah, I think it's definitely just when you're trying to talk, and it's a lot of multitasking, but yeah, it just makes me blind.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just the multitasking of it all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get out of it. Let's fly this way.
Hold on, I'm sniper dueling him.
Okay.
Oh.
You gonna do it?
Come on. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you got a nice crossbow there.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. I just kind of took it from a chest.
Okay, fly this way. I missed you. Oh, can you see me? Okay, you gone. Okay, I'll catch you.
Which direction? Oh, wait. Okay, wait.
Between the two ice paths.
Okay, yeah. Parallel between the ice paths. That's really interesting. Ah, I'm falling. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay, perfect.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at using elytras. I never use them.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that makes sense if you haven't. Oh, yeah, okay.
What's your aha moment here?
That you haven't gone to the End Islands yet.
Oh, so... I have an elytra. I just don't use it.
Oh, okay, so I'm wrong. Okay, so
you're wrong.
Your stuff is so close together, maybe you don't need it.
Yeah, no, like
is that
I only use it when I want to explore like really far away, but it's like a very rare sort of occasion, because I'd rather just walk or take my horse, or like, just again, I just prefer to play in a bit of a slower way, so. Whoa.
Want to see my 2011 coded Minecraft build?
Oh my god. What? Is this like a hard parkour challenge?
Yeah, I guess you drop an item on this, and you just gotta avoid the lava.
I thought you were supposed to like make it before the pistons went down, which I don't think that would be possible. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it would not be.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's all it is.
This reminds me of the Minecraft Pocket Edition Nether reactor.
Oh, I see it. Actually, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
Dude, that is so nostalgic to me, because I started on Pocket Edition, so I remember having to use those.
It's such a weird feature. Like, looking back, it's like, how did we ever...
Yeah, right? It feels so, like, not Minecraft, even though it was.
Yeah, it's fun how many Minecraft features feel like that looking back.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing with, like, when you have such limitations in terms of, like, back then, of course, PE was so hard to handle on most phones, right? So it's interesting how those sort of limitations in video games can create some really unique like workaround features, or even just like the way graphics look and stuff. So I find it to be actually really, really interesting.
Yeah, there's something about working with less.
Yeah, that makes you kind of think outside the box, and it can often lead to really cool things. And I also noticed that you have a lot of desert temples that you've built in weird ways. What is your obsession with desert temples?
I mean, aren't they the first structure where you go in and you feel like, oh, I'm smart, I know how to do these things, I'm just gonna make sure I don't.
Yeah, they're really fun to go into.
I have a real love of desert temples, so I built this one out of ore.
Love it. That is, yeah, just wonderful.
I have a big, long-standing grudge against iron farms. So the basics behind this is like, Well, everyone says an iron farm is so much better than just mining for iron. And so my counterpoint is try and make this with an iron farm.
Yeah, no, it's impossible. But yeah, no, I'm the same way. I don't like making iron farms because I don't want to kill iron golems. That is just wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I no, okay. You know, when you say that, I realize you are very humane with your creatures in your world.
Yes.
The inhumanity of it all, very low on my list of concerns. If I'm
I
being entirely
figured.
honest.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So why do you hate iron farms then?
I think they take away. I think it's one of those examples where you can automate away your own fun in Minecraft
100%
sometimes.
agree. Yeah.
You,
That's the other reason I don't like them is because I would rather just go mining, right? It's a fun experience for me. So like if you enjoy mining, don't make iron farms because you're just going to take away your own
yeah,
experience. But if you hate mining, then build, ore farms. I think that's,
yeah,
just
or
depends.
yeah. If you hate mining more than you hate making iron farms,
Yeah.
then make the iron farm. But
Yeah.
if you think to yourself, I like mining, but I'm meant to have an iron farm, realizing what it is that is good for you is a very important part of the Minecraft process.
Exactly.
Is
And
a
that is something that I would, ask about just because a lot of my viewers like on that Forever World video I made, they were, saying like, "Oh, I would love to make a Forever World, but I feel like I don't have the skills for it or I feel like I'm too bad of a builder and I feel very discouraged because my builds look, not good." So a lot of people they kind of struggle with that sort of like, not feeling adequate enough to make a good world. So what would you advise to those type of people?
I would say the if Minecraft is all about if good builds are art, then the thing about art is that all art is equally maybe not equally valid, but all art has an equal place in being experimented with because you kind of need to just run that like try every single different possibility. If you try to make a worse version of something good, then that probably won't have value. But if you just try the weird ideas in your head, worst case you'll get some creative fulfillment from it, but best case you might make something amazing while you think you're making something awful.
That's
You
yeah,
what is awful, one man's trash is another man's treasure,
exactly.
one
Yeah,
one
like
person's
and
yeah.
there's also like no reason to make every build, aesthetically beautiful, right? Like there's more to building than just a cool build, right?
Yeah, there's so many different ways that you can measure. Even like an example I love to bring up is negative space building. Like this used to be a forest and a jungle, and
Oh.
now it's all gone. You can only see vines. I don't know why these didn't
Yeah,
go
that's
away,
very
but like
interesting.
I don't, but the idea of like it's technically not a build, but I still look here and I'm like kind of I feel the twinge of proudness. Like
I
I'm like
mean,
oh
yeah,
yeah, I
it's
do it.
not a build, but it's still a project, right? It's a creative project that you went out of your way to
Exactly.
do, and I mean, it doesn't need to have any sort of like external validation for it to still be a really nice thing that you enjoy doing, right? So I
Yeah.
think just
I
not comparing yourself to what other people are doing and just focusing on what you enjoy doing is ultimately the way to even to just improve building, right?
Yeah, since we've already yapped here, I can ask this question. So would you? I would say you work in a creative field right now, right? You would describe yourself as probably creative
Yeah,
on some
definitely.
level. You always felt creative,
Honestly, I
like
I feel like I'm not that creative even like now.
you always felt like artistic and like like expressive in that way,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
would
yeah,
you say that's
definitely.
like
I do,
okay?
yeah.
I would say for me, every time like I don't know, like seeing people my age and they're like drawing cars, and I'm like that seems silly, or like seeing I I always had something in me of like yeah, like I would doodle or whatever, but I never assumed it was anything really creative. Like I think on the creative business spectrum, I've always been way more on the business end, but
Mhm.
the something about Minecraft and just experimenting is what makes me realize like oh no, I love trying new things and seeing how they go. Like I think Minecraft is a beautiful game because it allows you to it opens up these pathways, and if you think to yourself your stuff isn't good, it might be that your stuff is actually the best, or that you might be able to one day develop to being the best, or the whatever adjective you want from yourself, because art is all very subjective. And
That's true.
That sucks if you're trying to make the very best or whatever, but it's great if you're worried about making the worst, because you probably can't.
Yeah,
Probably can't.
I agree. I mean, Minecraft is such a great way to express your creativity, even if you feel like you're not the most creative person. Like, you don't have to be a builder to be creative in Minecraft. I feel like just, as you described, experimentation and just trying to do something unique and like interesting for you, even just yourself, is also a way to express your own creativity, even if it might not be through like an amazing build perspective, right?
Yeah. I think that's a nice note there. Maybe even a nice note to end on. I don't know what you're.
Yeah,
I feel like
think
there's so much
so.
more I want to show, but
Yeah, this is probably a good way to
eventually
end it on like a very introspective way to view the game, and yeah.
Wait, so make sure, if you're still watching, to smash that subscribe button. Make sure that Lovestar's subscription count gets too high. You want to make sure
Just
that
break the
they have-
YouTube's like internal system.
Yeah. Unless they're getting emails from YouTube saying please stop, and you haven't smashed that subscribe button hard enough.
Yes, and of
There we
course,
go.
be sure to check out IBXToycat's amazing channel. Like, I know you are obviously a bit of a veteran here compared to me, but I'm sure we can still find some new people who have never seen your videos before who would be very interested in seeing your type of videos, because they are like incredibly unique, honestly, I'd say. So it's one of the things that really drew me into your channel.
Ooh, I'll take unique. I'll take it.
And yeah, so there is like not much going on in this part of your world, which is interesting.
Yeah, this is just the deforestation. Like, it's kind of just stopped here, but that's how this. I just made a big clearing of forest because I was like, this is my ice boat way, and I was like, I'll clear it and then I'll eventually build something there. I felt the clear was better.
Yeah, I like it.
So there's just
It's just a little breath of fresh
DP.
air away from all the chaos of the builds and stuff, so.
Exactly. If we keep following that, it gets right back to chaos.
Yeah.
Just we're so close to it now. We're like 500 blocks away.
Is there
No,
one last thing you want to show?
Little bit, yeah. This is
shoot.
my this is just a lake that I filled with leaves. I'm proud of it. I have to mention it. Took a long time. And it just looks algae covered, but
I'm
it's
trying
fun.
to land on the
but this-
bridge. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so and then this over here is the most like console silly thing. It's 256 by 250. No, 100. Yeah, I think it's 256 by 256 of Neverac. So it's a console-sized Nether, and I'm building it. It's gonna take. I worked out it's like in the 6 digits of Neverac, but I'm slowly but surely
Oh my
trying
gosh.
to end.
So, oh my god,
like-
that is
yeah.
so cool.
It is very silly.
That is
but I'm
incredible,
very
like the
proud.
scale of it. You can really see the whole thing from here.
Yeah. So there's my current project that when I just want to do some manual grindy work, I take 5 or 6 shulker boxes of Neverac and just pile up the walls a bit higher.
Is the
Taking a
lava a
while.
challenge to build into this?
Oh yeah. I've got a bunch of cauldrons, and I'm slowly but surely gonna cover that water with lava.
Sounds
and
like
then
a
it's gonna look
nightmare.
like yeah. That's a valid way to see it.
Well, it is,
It is.
the nether, which I guess is kind of fitting.
Exactly. If it wasn't hell, it wouldn't be right.
Exactly, yeah. It needs to be also a hellish experience to build it.
I feel like we said goodbye already, but goodbye again.
Goodbye
already
again, yes. Well, honestly, I always do that. Sometimes I just start rambling again when I've already done my intro, or my outro.
Yeah, it's one of my like hardest struggles is not doing that.
Yeah, right. So it's okay. Well, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Say bye.
I hope your day is bad so that tomorrow can be a better day. I hope your days only get better starting 3 weeks from now.
Yay!
Hope you have a bad. Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy Toycat here. I'm back at it again with another video. And make sure to smash that subscribe button.